How's everybody doing? My name is Nikki. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. This channel's all about reselling and being positive. We sell on Poshmark here, Mercari, trying to get used to eBay, and maybe start a little Etsy. I want to start dabbling and maybe trying to source on Facebook Marketplace and also sell on Facebook Marketplace, so we will see where that goes. Today's video is just a little what sold. How much did I sell in March, y'all? It has been one of my very best months. I'm super proud of it. So, a little disclaimer, if you're wanting to see somebody that's made $10,000 this month, that's not me. Okay guys, I will put up a picture right here. The first platform I'm going to do is Mercari. The first thing I sold on March 5th was I sold this new with tags super down white mini blazer dress for $78. I paid the shipping fee, which was $4.25. Mercari took $7.80 for their fee, so I made $65.95. My cost of goods on that was $0. That was in a box from B&G Trading. So I did donate that to my local animal shelter. There was a subscriber who won something, and she told me just to keep the item. So I told her that I was going to donate to my to a charity of my choice. So I picked my animal shelter because I love my dog. It was this pinup couture red midi dress. It was new with tags. It sold within the first day that I had purchased it. I paid $2 for it. The shipping fee I paid $4.25. Mercari's fee was $3.80. So I made $29.95. It was this asymmetrical lily pulitzer dress for $35. I paid the shipping, which was $4.25. $3.50 to Mercari. I paid $1 for that dress, so my bring home was $26.25. Next thing I sold on Mercari were these Vera Bradley PJ corduroy pants. They sold for $13. They sold within 24 hours of me listing them. I paid the shipping. I always pay the shipping on Mercari. I paid the shipping of $4.25. The selling fee was $3. I paid $2 for those, no, 99 cents for those here recently. And so I made $21.75. That's what I brought home. But that was all that I had to sell on Mercari. So the next one we're going to do is Poshmark. What was included in that bundle was the Dansko camel color clogs size 39 that I had recently cleaned in a video. Was this Eileen Fisher, the Fisher Project Maxi Sheer Top open front cardigan. It was a size large. It was just a completely sheer cardigan. So, or you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really a cardigan. It was just a duster, I guess you would want to, I guess you would say a duster. She also purchased this I had them in my 4 for $20 sale, but she got them in just the regular sale that she had got, the $50, were these Speedo water clogs, women's 9s, men's 7s. That portion was $17. They were size 9. I had those for almost a year now, so they finally sold. I was happy to see those go. Also, I had just recently picked up in a bag sale this JGL blue knit shawl cardigan, one size fits most. So that was $18. So like I said, the bundle sold for $50 after Poshmark fee of $10. I received $40. Cost of goods on that was, we're going to say approximately $35 on that. The Speedos I got at the bins whenever I first started going, and they were super lightweight. The Dansko clogs, or the Dansko shoes, I got those at the bins. They were kind of heavy, so I gave those about $2. The other two I got in a bag sale. My cost of goods on that, I believe, was 74 cents. I got them around the same time, but that's usually what my bag sale cost of goods are. It's around 74, 75 cents. The next thing to sell was this new with tags Fanini black linen asymmetrical tunic top size extra extra large. It sold for $40. After Poshmark fee of $8, I received $32. I got that in a bag sale, so we're going to say $31 was my profit. And that's being on the safe side. On March the 3rd, these 4 for $20 Free People's Floral Print Flowy Shorts sold for $5. They were listed in my 4 for $20 sale. No shipping discount, but after Poshmark fee, I earned $2.05. That's okay. I picked those up whenever I first started thrifting. So when I first started last year. So in my 4 for $20 sale, it was this Val Mode lingerie, size medium. It was this really pretty silky purplish color. It sold for $5 after Poshmark fee of $2.95. I also got that for $2.05. I picked that up. I couldn't tell you when, but yeah, we're gonna say I broke even on that one. Wait a minute. The next thing to sell was this new without tag. It was a lime green swimsuit. It said Happy AF, and it was a size 2X. It was a really good size. It sold super quick. It sold for $14 after Poshmark fee of $2.95, and I gave her a $2.12 shipping discount. I earned $8.93. I paid $3 for that swimsuit, so I still earned $6 and only had it listed. I only had it for a couple days, so I'm totally cool with that. The fourth, these Allegra black with metallic floral pattern size 9 clogs. They sold for $40. They were a size 9. I did give them a shipping discount of $2.12. After a Poshmark fee of $8, I received $29.88. I recently picked those up for $2.99 at a local thrift store. So I earned, we're going to say $25. That was my profit, and I had them less than a week. On March the 5th, these Blowfish gray ankle boots that had embellishment on the toes. They were a size 7. They sold for $12. I've had those since the beginning of fall time, and I bought those at Goodwill for $1.99, I believe. So I earned $9.05 from after Poshmark fee and after my shipping discount. So after the COG, I earned $7.05. I'm totally fine with that. The next thing to sell was Horny Toad Heathered Gray Mini Skirt, size medium, for $19. I gave her a shipping discount of $2.12. After a Poshmark fee of $3.80, I earned $3.08. That was recently in a bag sale for 74 cents was my average cost of goods. So I earned around $12.25, we'll just say. So the next thing to sell was the item that I think I got, or I know I got scammed on Poshmark. It was the Nike blue black mesh reversible tunic dress, size medium, but we can't count it because I didn't make the money for it. So, but it sold for $16 after the Poshmark fee of $3.20. I earned $12.80. I paid 99 cents for that dress here recently, so I'm okay about it. It was a donation. That's my conclusion. On the 5th was this Donna Morgan midi career dress, size medium. It sold for $15, probably in the summertime. So I'm not sure though. So we're gonna give it $2 just to be on the safe side. So we're gonna say I earned $10 for that. I'm totally cool for that. Totally cool with that. Next thing to sell was this Lululemon sports bra athletic wear. It was a size 6. It sold for $14 after Poshmark fee of $2.95. No shipping discount. I earned $11.05. I recently purchased that at a thrift store. It had a stain on it. That was right. That's when I fabric dyed. So it originally was a white, but I dyed it like a salmon color, like a coral color. So that sold. I was super happy with that. The next thing to sell was this Ralph Lauren wool cashmere Angora nylon mix maxi skirt. It sold for $20. It was a size small. I've had that since I think the beginning of fall, maybe even sooner than that, maybe last winter. I think that was actually last winter. Yeah, it sold for $20 after Poshmark fee of $4, no shipping discount. I earned $16. I believe I got that at the bins, towards the end of winter last year. So I'm saying probably $1. So we're just going to say on the safe side, we're going to say I made $13 on that one. So we're going to say $3. I had to cancel because it was the only item that I could not find in the kids items, and I don't sell a lot of kids items. So it was a girl's size large art class boho pants with an extra large tee. It sold for $9, and I had to end up canceling it because I didn't have it. I did give her an option to get another listing, but I don't have many kids listings. So the next thing to sell were these, and I recently got these at the bins in Seattle whenever I went. These, and they sold on March the 6th. It was these 4 for $20, and I had them in my 4 for $20 sale. Paris Hilton pink Senorita pumps with the bow detail on the front of the toe. They were peep toe, size 8 for $18. After Poshmark fee of $3.60, I sold them for $18. I earned $14.40. I got them at the bins. Seattle does charge by the shoe. It's a little cheaper to buy the shoes there than it is the textiles, actually. So let's say $2.40 on the safe side, so I earned $12, and I kept this for less than a month. So totally happy with that. The next thing to sell, I'm so excited about these. These were a first for me. I had to mark them off my BOLO list. I went to a local thrift store a week before that all this tragedy started happening with the corona and the COVID-19. And they were having a bag sale that day. And lo and behold, I normally don't check out shoes and purses on bag sales because I get so much clothes. But I just happened to browse through the shoes that day, and I was one of the first ones there, so that's the only reason I found them. It was these Rothy's The Point Slate Metallic Slate Slip-On Shoes, a size 6.5. Of course, they sold within the first day. They sold for $95. I took a picture and posted on Instagram because I was so excited, and they sold within 2 hours, and I had them listed for $125. She sent me an offer of $95. I accepted. After Poshmark fee of $19, I earned $76 into my bank account. Cha-ching for me. And I only paid $3.99 for them. I did the happy dance right in the thrift store. I was screaming. I was so excited. I was so excited. So that's my Rothy fund. And I also found a couple more on my BOLOs this month. So I'm looking forward to selling those. I don't even think I've listed them yet. That's why I haven't mentioned them. I don't know what happened to them. So the next thing to sell was this lot of random vintage tins and boxes. They sold for $16 after a Poshmark fee of $3.20. I also gave her a $2.12 discount, shipping discount. I earned $10.68. I bought all those tins for $0.25, so I have maybe a $2 into it, so I earned $8. And I also had some very old comics that I sent her daughter because they weren't worth me listing, but because their damage was just too great, but I got such a great deal on them, so I let them go. And her daughter was super ecstatic with them. I did get a good rating for that. Okay guys, I just realized how long this video is going to be if I actually tell you every single item that I've sold this month. So I'm no longer going to do that, but I will tell you how much I made at the end of this video and what my cost of goods was altogether and my, just what I brought home. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you some high ones and some low ones. They're not necessarily going to be in any order. They're not going to be just all high sales. There was a couple low sales that, that I accepted just because I wanted to keep things moving, but I did sell quite a few items this month. I also sold this Chances Are Open Front Moody Floral Cardigan, size large. If nobody knows what Moody Floral is, it's just like a floral in a dark pad, in a dark setting. So it was, as you see, this just dark teal and black, stripes, and it had the orangey and the peachy florals on it, which made it just, you could dress it up, or you could dress it dark, or you could dress it like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, those days that you're having. You dress dark or you dress light. I know what I'm talking about. So the next thing I want to make mention is these 2 express tank blouses. One was silk, one was modal. They were both size small. I've had those tanks a very long time. I had never listed them. They were on my mannequins, and I decided to list them together. So I listed those together at $15, and they sold for $15, and did I give a shipping discount? Let's see. No shipping discount. Poshmark fee was $3. I earned $12 even, and I know I got both of those at the bins a long time ago during spring, and I just never had listed them. I had items, but it was during my list 300 items listed over 200 items, and I listed almost 300, and those were part of that. So I also sold these pair of, people say Aeropostale and Old Navy and stuff does not sell. Well, I beg to differ. I also sold these Aeropostale bootcut jeans. They were size 14. They sold for $12. I purchased them at I think at a bag sale a long time ago, so I'm going to say $1. So I still brought home, $8 on those and no longer have to store them. So I'm totally cool with that. Like I do. As long as I make a profit, I'm okay with that. That's my business model. I do not like to store things. I like to keep the inventory moving. I like to keep fresh things in, and all different styles. I'm a very eclectic person to begin with, and that's what style that you could tell that I have is an eclectic style in my closet. I have a little bit of everything for each niche, so I don't necessarily niche down. I also sold these Beta brand tan baby boot career pull-on pants. They sold for $35. I did give a shipping discount on that of, let's see how much that was, of $2.12. After a Poshmark fee of $7, I earned $25.88. Those are in a bag sale here recently, so my average cost of goods is 74 cents. So I earned just a little over $25 for that. I had picked that up, it sold within a month. I also sold this, which was canceled by Poshmark, but I got paid for it, and the buyer got refunded for it. She had tried to say that I had sent the wrong measurements, and I didn't. You could tell that she couldn't. It obviously did not fit her. I'm not saying that about anything, but I mean, she was excited about it all the way until she got it, and she put it back a couple inches and said that the measurements was wrong. I stated that in a disclaim to Poshmark, and they sided with both of us, which I'm fine with that, because that's just not something that, I measured that specifically for her. It's not like I measured it whenever I first started and I was unsure. I was positive. I had just measured that for her because I didn't measure that whenever I first had listed it. Let's see, another thing to sell was this vintage Orlon Loki 3-piece knit midi dress set. I had purchased that recently in a bag sale. It sold for $29. I had forgot to mail the belt with it, and I seen it. And I didn't realize it. And the buyer had contacted me, so I mailed it out the next day. I paid for it, and it got to her, and she gave me a 5-star rating. In the thing, she said that her daughter absolutely loved the dress. It sold for $29. I bought it in a bag sale. It was 3 pieces, so we're gonna say 70. We're gonna say 75 times 3, which is $225. So I made just over $19 on that. I had sold was this long tall Sally, which sells really well for me. Anytime I've ever picked up long tall Sally, she sold within the first week week, and these were within the first couple of days that I had listed them. I listed them at $25 after Poshmark fee of $5 and a shipping discount of $2.12. I made $17.88. Those are in a bag sale here recently for 74 cents. So I made right over $17 on those pants. So I'm cool with that. Like I'm totally cool with that. I also sold, and guys, I'm not perfect. I'm telling you guys my mishaps. Like I'm telling you guys, I messed up on a couple orders this month, and I had to rectify the situations, and I'm showing you that I'm only human, and it's okay to make those mistakes as long as you stick by your word and you try to rectify them, and just know that sometimes you're not always right. Okay, so I sold this Coach brown leather belt, size large. This was a bundle package. This J. Crew 100% silk gray dress. It was a size 12, and this mauve 111 for express tunic sweater. It had the buttons that buttoned all the way from the cuff to the shoulder on both sides. The whole bundle sold for $50. After Poshmark fee of $10, I made $7.11 on that, and I was totally cool with that. But 2 of those items I've had for a long time, and the Coach belt I think I've had since summertime. I sent the wrong Coach belt, and I realized it, so I contacted the buyer as soon as I realized it, and I sent it out with the first order that I had messed up with her belt. I mailed them out the same day, and she gave me a 5-star rating. She was super ecstatic. I always try to rectify the situations that I make a mistake on. And I'm willing to take ownership for that instead of always putting pressure on the buyer and blaming the buyer, because sometimes ultimately it is your mistake. And as a business, you should always know that. So even whenever I get a return, which I don't get a lot, but whenever I get a return on Poshmark, I always open with, I will go ahead and accept the return as long as Poshmark accepts it. And go ahead and keep the item. You may donate it or keep it for you. Just because ultimately it's usually 8 times out of 10 it is my mistake. You know, there has been a couple mistakes on the buyer's behalf, and the Nike dress being one of them. That's why I had her send it back. And I think I've had one other item sent back to me since I've been reselling. And then Poshmark, one time, they disapproved my return that I said they could have it, and they disapproved it. So I do make mistakes. I'm still totally new at this. This is the last mistake I made of the month. I made more mistakes this month than I have in a long time, but I rectified each one of them. This was the 16 item bundle that I had recently sold. I had sent the wrong pair of shoes. There was these Aldo shoes and these Naughty Monkey shoes that looked exactly identical. I looked identical. So, I told her to keep the shoes, and I had to mail off the shoes. Well, she opened a case. First, she contacted me, and I told her I would send them out, but this was over the weekend, and I couldn't. You know, with everything going on in the world, I couldn't get to the post office on Saturday. So, this past Monday, I did mail them out, and I sent a picture of receipt to Poshmark, but I'm still waiting to be paid for this bundle. It was a $100 bundle. It was 16 items, but yeah, I had to send another one out on my dime. So I spent quite a few this month, so I will take that out of my cost, and at the end, whenever I tell you guys how much I made and stuff. The last thing to sell that I'm going to talk about is this Adidas hat. I had just listed this today. It was 100% paper. It was this gray and blue hat. It was like a fedora hat, but not really. It was sort of like a fedora hat. So it was a size large, extra large. It sold within the first 2 hours. I had it listed at 20. Somebody liked it. I gave them an offer of 16. They accepted. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. That was a good sell. So what I made this month was, for Poshmark, I made $1,507. On Mercari, I made $181. That equals $1,688 even. Poshmark took out a total of $66.47. Mercari took out a total of $35.57. That equals $102.04. My earnings was $1,085.12 after Poshmark's fees and my shipping discounts. On Mercari, I made $145.43. Those together come out to $1,230.55. And I'm stoked about. That's my best month. So altogether, that's what I earned, was $1,230. So for the month of March, I sold 85 items. My cost of goods is normally around 74 cents to $1, like I said before, but we're going to go a little bit higher than that, and just say, to be on the safe side, we'll say $110. And I know that's over, but I'm just going to be on the safe side, and that's including gas and stuff. I'll just say that. So $110. So what I made this month was $975. That's what I brought home, and that's being on the safe side. That's $1,000, guys. I'm stoked. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what anybody else thinks. My goal is reached. My next goal is a little bit higher than that. So that's all I can do from here, and I hope you guys made a lot of sales too. I hope that April's not slow for people. You might have to pivot a little bit. I may have to pivot a little bit and do things that I'm not necessarily comfortable with, or going the direction of maybe selling food on Amazon or what have you, just different things, or maybe even on local marketplaces. So just tell me what you guys are going to do during this slow time down in the comments below. Tell me how you're going to pivot if you need to, so maybe I can get a jumpstart idea on what to do. So I appreciate your time, guys, and I hope everybody has a great week. Remember to stay positive.